is Mary.
And
We want you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and
down below because today we are talking about Kanye West's latest rant about Kim. So what I want you guys to do is look at all the content. We're going to post it here, okay?
Yeah.
Then we're going to come and discuss it,
Yes.
okay? All right, now that you guys have seen it, this is just my. I personally feel. Okay, so apparently it seems like he is upset because Kim has said she wants her children to go to Sierra Canyon or whatever, and he wants them to go to a school named Donda. I think maybe that's the school.
I think that's where most of the celebrity kids go to, Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
Even LeBron's son goes there.
Yeah.
I do believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I think it is. But I think he wants them to go to Donda. He was talking about how my black children, which they are biracial, okay.
Yeah.
But I just thought, really, if you really want your children to be at your school or whatever, the way to do that is not by running your mouth on Instagram. Like, that's not it.
Because mentally unstable.
Like, you're saying you're not crazy, but you're acting like it.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want your kids to go there, you have to actually work with Kim. You have to actually go through the courts, even if she's not trying to give you any leadway.
Exactly.
Go through the courts, plead your case or whatever, stuff like that. But you saying that, oh, they should go to Donda 3 days out the week and then go to Sierra Canyon 2 days out the week.
Yeah.
They're going to be flying back and forth every day.
Also,
Who does that?
Donda is not in LA?
No, I don't think it's in LA. I think it's in his hometown.
So it's in another state.
It's in another state.
Oh.
Like,
well, I don't know what judge is going to say yes to that. It's going to be, but you have to put a good case. If you had gone to the courts, probably is the thing about going public and then cursing his mom out, the mother of your children out, because you're insinuating stuff about her. I mean, that we all know. Like, we're not dumb.
And you knew before you got with her. So for you to go and say it now, it just makes you look dumb, honestly. Like, it doesn't make sense.
But you can't insult a child's mom because the court views that as you're not doing anything good for the child. You know, so now they're going to think, well, you don't have the child's best interest at heart. Because when you have a child's best interest at heart, you realize that they come from two parents. So you're not going to put down half of who they are. You can't just, you color your children black when they're biracial. You can't do that because they're not black. They're half of her. Okay, so they're biracial. So you just can't, and then on top of that, you want to talk about, well, she was in Playboy, she had
and
a
saying
sex
that
tape.
Chris has made Kim and Kylie do Playboy, and that how I know women who sell themselves who don't agree
and
with how my
such
children
a
are
crude
raised.
fashion. It shows that you don't even have respect for those women who sell whatever it is you're trying to say. I guess you're trying to say these are
He's
women
paying
who,
prostitutes don't agree with how his children are being portrayed in the
so
media. But it's not like they're being sexually abused in the media. Like, for you to say that, it's just like
the way you talk about women is so demeaning.
You know,
even the way he just talked about these women who sell their peas. You know, do you understand that you have two daughters?
They're going to grow up to be women one day.
No judge, Kanye, is going to see the way you talk about women and in the right mind give you custody of those kids. They just aren't. And I'm sure he has lost custody of the children. Well, you know, he probably has visitation rights. But in terms of custody, full custody is with Kim, I am sure, because at the time when they divorced, when they were going through all this custody stuff, he had a mental breakdown.
I mean, he was on a presidential campaign stage saying that he almost killed his daughter. Like, I don't understand understand.
I don't know.
Like, it really makes no sense. Like, it honestly, you know what it seems? Because it doesn't seem like you really want your children to go to school.
That's
it
what I
seems
think.
like you actually really just want attention and you want
That's
to get underneath Kim's skin. Because you know that she doesn't like you putting their business out there.
Yeah.
But if you really were talking about the kids being one of their best interests in heart, you wouldn't go cuss out the mother.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of trying to call her a prostitute. And then try
Or
to
a
put it
hoe.
all out. Yes, exactly. But you knew all this stuff about her.
Yeah.
You knew all of this stuff about her.
And she's not a prostitute.
She's not.
And she's not a hoe.
She's not.
You know.
So it just makes no sense for you to go out there and saying all this very crude stuff. But I honestly feel any woman, if you will get with a man who really disrespects women, disrespects his family, the women in his family, it is a sign for you to run. Because I remember when he was talking about Amber Rose, talking about how he had to take 100 showers a day before he got with Kim.
Remember what I said?
But you were with her though.
I
So what does that say about you?
What did I say? I said, Kim, be careful.
Be very careful.
Because one day he's going to turn on you and he's going to insult you the same way. I said
Is that what he's doing now?
I said so.
He even tried to insinuate that she was with Meek Mill and all this stuff. You know, you can say whatever you want about the Kardashians, but I just feel like there's just some things you just don't do.
Yeah.
There's lines that you don't cross because there's children who are involved.
I know.
You knew about her family. You had been her friend for years.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't feel sorry for you, Kanye. I don't. You went into this with your eyes wide open, and now you want to sit here and talk about how they're trying to keep the black man down.
Nobody's
You took
keeping
your
you
black
down.
self over there, boo.
Yeah,
You
and
skipped
nobody-
yourself happily over there and disrespected everybody to get to Kim. So you crying out and telling people what is going on, I actually do not
I
give
don't
a
think
damn.
anybody has-
Delete your Instagram. Like, you went there. You skipped your black stuff down that merry way happily.
Yeah.
So, why are you coming to tell the public about what's going on? And then you want people to try to get sympathy for the black man who went there.
Yeah.
That's not my fight.
Yeah.
It's
And
actually
the
not
thing
my
is-
fight.
The thing is, this is what I cannot stand. What I cannot stand is
Then Ray J hopped in.
I honestly don't feel like you said, I don't think Kanye really wants these children with him full time.
Of course
Because
not.
if you really did, there's a way to go about
That
getting
you know.
that done. But you know what I think is the problem? I'm going to tell you what I think. Remember when she broke up with Pete? After she broke up with Pete,
Oh my God.
remember we saw a picture of her, Kanye, and North hanging out. And he looked so happy, Kanye. But I think what happened, that maybe later on that day or during
Wait,
that
are you talking
visit-
about when he went to go visit them with a fire truck?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
This is recently, after she and Pete broke up.
Okay.
Kanye and her met up. In fact, there was a little news about that. Oh, here they are meeting up. North seemed so happy. North wasn't smiling, but maybe she was smiling at some point. But they said North seems so happy. Mom and Dad, will they get back together or whatever? So this was after.
Kim
but
is
I
so
think,
done.
Oh, she is. But I think what happened was he may have thought that they will get back together, and then she lowered the boom and told him during that visit.
Never, ever is that going to happen again.
I mean, I don't mind us co-parenting and whatever. We can be friends because we have children.
Yeah.
But in fact, in terms of you and I ever, that is done. So she told him that, and I think this is where he's doing all this.
Yeah.
I don't think Kanye really wants those children. A lot of times men don't. And yes, I'm painting a big old paintbrush. I'm not talking about all men. When we lived in Maryland, we had a single dad right next to us. He was a wonderful single dad. He had his daughter, 3 times out of the week.
Yeah.
When the mom had her 4 times out of the week. He was a great dad. So yes, I'm painting a broad brush. But most men don't want to have their children with them, have custody of their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hence,
So
that's
it's-
why we have so many single mothers. But, I don't think he really, because if you want those children, go to the courts. You're not going to go out into
You
Instagram and
actually
act
will
a
be
fool.
trying your best to play nice with Kim so you could actually see your kids.
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean-
really, really wanted that. But
All
you
of this
telling
is
them to go to
ridiculous.
Donda, like, how do you think your kids are going to feel
Yeah.
with you? Thank you. Goodbye. Off my
And-
balcony.
Yeah.
But how do you think your
It's just
kids are
sad.
going to feel with you trying to force them to go to schools back and forth on planes. When do they sleep? Like, it's so
judge is gonna give
unfortunate.
you that victory. No judge is doing that. No
Yeah,
judge is doing that.
like the whole thing is just
So-
ridiculous. And then
And
Ray
you're-
J having the nerve to hop in talking about how because Kim screenshotted something, and then wait, before I even get to Ray J, then he goes and he posted a picture of Travis Scott, Tristan, and
Oh.
Scott saying, calling all my sperm donors.
Cum donors, yeah, I know.
I
Yeah.
was like,
It was so crude. Like,
I'm just like,
it's just so crude.
yes, they all want to have the same baby father for their kids, but if that's what they want, then that's fine. You know, but like those relationships didn't work for a reason. Tristan had his weenie all over the place.
Yeah.
Scott could not stop drinking to save his life. Travis is just there. You know, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even want to
he
get
really
into it.
likes
I don't
Kylie.
really think he likes her for real. But
I think he has some kind of resentment to
Probably.
Kylie for some, you know, he just has that kind of resentment. That usually happens when the woman makes more than the man, and it seems to have more power than the man. Those relationships really don't work.
and I
not
think him not
everybody- not
proposing to her
everybody
is
can be
a
a
way of
Stedman.
controlling the.
You know, yeah, not everybody can be a Stedman.
Yeah.
You know, Stedman is very confident in himself. He always has been.
Yeah.
He's comfortable where he's at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he always wants Oprah to be the very best of who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not everybody can be that. Not everybody can be what was it, Prince Philip, right?
Yeah.
The Queen's, you know, husband who passed away. Not
I just think
everybody
the-
has that. A lot of men don't have that sense of confidence of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, and I feel like him not proposing to her, because I mean, she's had 2 kids for him, and she's so young.
yeah.
Like, if this was any other person who did not have this money, we'd probably be like, wow, she's really young having all these kids.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, you've had 2 kids for this man, still has not popped the question, nothing like that. So I think him not proposing is a way of him controlling the relationship.
Well, did he propose? Remember they had after the other Travis and Courtney
he ain't
got
ever proposed.
engaged. Remember him and Kylie had like the same thing. He put roses around her. Was that an engagement
No.
or that was just a date?
No, that was just a date. I mean, obviously he had to step his game up because obviously Kylie feels some type of way.
You could see it in Kylie's face.
The whole
When
family has been
Travis
affected by
did that
Courtney.
for Courtney.
The whole family
Yeah.
has been affected by the whole Kravis thing for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think even the mom said she has never seen a love like that before.
She surely
And
did
I
say
feel like
that.
it makes them all want to have a love
That.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's making the women in the family a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I never.
maybe bringing clarity to them.
Yeah.
Like, should we stay with these dusties in our life? Should we stay with these bozos?
Well, I don't know why Kylie is still with Travis.
I don't know.
That
That man
never.
does not seem to like her. Like
I remember when they were at the
actually doesn't seem
VMAs
to
and
like
he
her.
like basically tried to like stay away. Like she tried to kiss him
Okay.
and he was like, let me hold my daughter.
Yeah. And then she even tried to hold his hand, and he held his child like with both hands. I don't.
Very
he doesn't-
odd.
I don't think he likes her.
No.
That's not even talking about love. I don't think Travis likes Kylie. Full stop. Period. The end. And she is too young to understand that this man actually does not like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's too young. But by the time she becomes 30,
Clarity will come.
the clarity will begin to show itself. You know.
Yeah, but let's talk about Ray J hopping in because Kim sent the screenshot of what her mom was saying, and basically Chris sent the text message to Kim. Kim screenshot it and sent it to Kanye. Chris said that please tell him to stop mentioning my name.
Yeah.
You know, I am 67 years old.
Yeah.
And you know I don't feel well all the time, and this
Yeah.
stresses me out to no end.
Yeah.
Ray J decides to hop his butt into the comment section and say, "Really, Chris? What about my mom? When you were there spreading lies about me and spreading lies about me to keep your family's name up? What about my mom? You think you're the only one that gets tired? You special, huh?" You said, "I know it's old, but I don't care."
Okay.
You are in a toxic relationship with 2 kids with a woman that you don't like. Go focus on that. Like, who asked you? And who sent for you? You also skipped yourself over there to Kim. You also skipped yourself over there.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, you know, God says everything good comes from Him and everything bad comes from yourself. And I absolutely believe that.
But I don't
Like,
know what
I
happened
mean, at
with
the
the
end
whole
of the day,
Ray J thing. I mean,
with
I
the
guess
whole
he
sex tape,
has-
y'all both made the sex tape or whatever.
Yeah.
How some magically, like, it got out there, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nor do I actually care.
Yeah.
Chris is a mother. She has these daughters. She's going to do everything she can to protect her kids. That's what any parents would do. Okay?
Well, obviously, it probably hurt his mom because it's like
Your
you're
son was
in
the
there-
one who made the sex tape. Okay, you got go look at your son. That's how I feel. You know, I don't feel bad for Ray J. Ray J has his issues as well. You both made the sex tape. She has paid for it. You also have paid for it.
I don't know
At
much
this
about
point,
Ray J. I know of his sister. Brandy.
if you watch Love and Hip Hop, you'll know what you need to.
Yeah, I
But but that's just how I feel. You know, you have to be accountable for your own actions.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Chris could not have moved and manipulated the story if y'all didn't make the sex tape. You see what I'm saying? So it goes back to accountability, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You know, so
And
it
you
is
made
what
the
it
sex
is.
tape. It was in your possession. So how
Y'all
did he get
filmed
out?
it and all that stuff. You
How
know.
did he get out? Anytime you make a sex tape, there is some kind of chance that it might come out.
And my thing is, Ray J, if you really are hurt about it, stop bringing it up. I'm sure your mom does not want to hear about you with these Kardashians anymore.
I am
Stop
sure.
hopping
I
up
am
underneath the
sure.
comment section because
The
you were
mom probably
also.
will even be and the mom, I doubt if the mom wants you to be harassing a 67-year-old woman because she's also old. And usually the elderly, they stay together.
And she would like to have some peace, I'm sure.
of this whole
like,
thing.
You know what I'm
Because it
saying?
happened how many years ago? Like almost 30 years ago?
Exactly. So why you're still hopping in it? Your mom's gonna have to go
Yo,
see it on
come
social
on.
media. So you were also re-traumatizing her, talking about how she's making black men look bad. She can't make black men look bad if y'all didn't go skip over there. I'm sorry, y'all skipped over there. Y'all happily skipped down the railroad and was like, let me go there.
But they also did wrong things. And Kanye, I don't know what's going on with Kanye. I don't know if
Kanye, you
he's
are the
seen
reason
a
why your
psychologist.
family has broken up. Kim didn't just say, I'm going to break up with you. You have been, I'm sure Kim
Nutty,
thought that
nutty.
you were the love of her life.
Yeah.
She thought that this was actually going to work.
Yeah.
And it didn't. You know what I'm saying? You have been out here saying all this crazy stuff. You have not been the best person. The moment you probably start to
You were
try to be
obsessed.
accountable,
Yeah.
maybe then good things will come from this. You know, it's over. You
Yeah.
have to be
It's
at
over.
peace with that.
Yeah.
But at this point, there's no point in having a contentious relationship. Everything you're saying is on social media. And that's what's so sad because when your daughter grows up and she decides to Google my family or whatever, she's going to see all this atrocious stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the only person that this is hurting is North. It's hurting your 4 kids. There's no point in doing this. It's really just really sad.
Yeah.
You know, like Kanye, you have to be accountable. Kim also has to be accountable. This did not work. Let's move in peace.
I never thought that Kanye truly loved Kim.
Well, also
I
I feel
felt
like
like he was obsessed.
I don't think Kim was even in love with him either because they were friends for years.
I
She
don't
never
think
really
so.
looked at him either.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was like, you know,
Where he did all these grandiose
Things.
proposals.
and he was
she's
always
like, oh,
there.
okay, well, maybe, maybe this will work. And he was always obsessed about her. And a lot of men have been obsessed about her. And I don't think she could really tell the difference between obsession
And true love.
And true love. And he always wanted her in like a trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
look
the
at-
trophy
look at-
wife.
look at what I have and stuff like that. So I feel as time went on, she could feel that. And as his mental health seemed to be spiraling out of control, then the clarity came like, I really don't think I want to be with this person at all, you know? So
Yeah.
like you said, it's over. It's done with.
There's no reason
Let
to
it go.
drag her name. There's no reason to put her down. There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, this woman's just trying to move on. You also should try to move on.
Mhm.
You know, it's not a good look, Kanye. You really have to think about the kids because one day your kids might grow up and actually hate you.
I think
You know?
maybe he felt played. But at the same time, Kanye, I felt like
you
he
kinda-
also played.
Himself.
Well, he also played her. That's how I feel. I think both of them went into this. She knew what she was getting and how it can benefit her later on in terms
Of
of
course.
money. And he knew being with her, right, and being her husband, how it was going to benefit him because I'm that man who got Kim Kardashian and married her and had all these kids with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you both played each other. It's over. The game is done. Move on.
Both of you have the same net worth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But he also was talking about how, I'm not going to allow you to have control of my business and stuff like that. Now, you were talking about how, remember when Kanye was on Twitter, I think a few years ago, and he said that he was dead broke?
Yeah,
apparently
and he needed
Kim
a loan. Well,
Yeah.
Kim loaned him money.
Mhm.
And guess what? I'm sure Chris, being very, very smart, said, okay, we're going to, and any investor, when you loan money, they're going to have a percentage of your company.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they got 50%. That's why as soon as the divorce was over,
her net worth went up, and it was
went
at
equal.
neck and neck and neck.
Mhm. Equal to Kanye's because she got half of your business. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it is what it is,
Right
Kanye. You know,
Yeah.
I feel bad for both of them, but I feel like at this point, it's not even about either one of you. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try to come to some type of agreement with each other
Yeah.
and try to move on in peace. It's about the kids. You
Yes,
guys both went into this
absolutely.
kind of business minded.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't for love.
Mm.
You know what it is? Chris, yes, she has her ways. But I don't know what parent wouldn't try to do the best
You
thing
wanna
for their
look out for your
child.
children, especially if she has all those daughters.
And I'm sure she
You
is
wanna look
looking
out for
at
the
the men.
daughters.
I'm sure she's
Yeah.
looking at the men,
She
and
knows
she's
why the
seeing
men
that.
are here. She knows why
Yes.
they come.
So
You know
she's
what
like,
I'm
you know,
saying? So
if
she's
that's
like,
why they're there,
my
then I'm
kids
going to
are
make
gonna
sure
get
they're-
something.
Exactly. Just like with the whole thing with Chloe and Lamar. You see
Exactly.
how she put in that clause, if you cheat on me, because I'm sure she took one look at him, was like, she's in love with him, but this man probably a cheater.
He's a cheater.
Let's make sure you get the funds that you need for
Exactly.
your heartbreak.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey.
She's a mother at the end of the day. Y'all, some people be calling her the devil.
A
It
very
is.
smart mother.
A very smart mother.
Cunning mother.
You know, I feel
But you
like
know something?
we all
That's
have
what we need to be.
women need to be to a
daughters.
certain level, not cunning, but just smart and intelligent about the decisions they make. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to love, you want to make sure that you are protected. Like we were talking about this
Exactly.
with Family Chantel.
Exactly.
You know, this guy, she brought him here to the United States. He has now scammed her, has left after 5 years. Yes, somebody did say that she got a prenup or whatever, but she still has to take care of this man for another 5 years.
Yep, she surely do.
You have to really, marriage is not about love. It is a small percentage. It is about, you have to be
Better have
business
your-
minded.
better have your
You have to have
business
your
hat
ducks
on.
in the row.
Oh, yes.
And you have to also think, how will this benefit me long term?
Yep.
How will this be long term?
Yes.
Because this is the person you're going to be with for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
Especially
You do not
if it
want to
doesn't
go
work.
you do not want to go get with somebody who you love, but it's going to be an a-hole and it's going to make you make bad financial decisions.
Exactly.
This is your life. It is nothing to play with. It's nothing to be, oh, let me put my rose-colored glasses. I'm in love. I'm in love. I like
You better
it.
take that off and put on your glasses.
I feel like, I feel like women, people, just in general, we need to be a little smart. I don't want to say cunning because it seems deceptive. But you need to really think 360.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just how I feel. Kanye, get it together.
Absolutely 100% right.
Yeah, y'all. But it's
So,
Mary.
and Amma.
Let us know what y'all think about this man who's always doing these rants and these mental breakdowns. Like, let us know what y'all think. Do you think that he's wrong, or do you think Kim's wrong? It's 2 left feet. Y'all let us know.
Yes.
But it's Mary.
And Amma.
We want you guys to like,
Subscribe.
share,
And comment.
down below.